Hey guys, so you know how God has been telling you that you should do something for the longest of time, but you refuse to do it because you keep on thinking about a lot. Could be fear, could be laziness, could be whatever. This is a reminder for you to start doing it. Yes, get up and do it. One crazy thing about videoing, one thing that gets me all the time about videoing is the fact that I basically have to imagine that there are people in my front, like I'm talking to a group of people. Meanwhile, there is nobody. Although when you be watching this video, it will make more sense, but I myself have to imagine that there is somebody watching me when there is nobody watching me. But that's what it is for people who create content, videos, and whatever. So, to what I was saying. So basically, yeah, I think one thing that tends to limit us a lot from doing a lot of amazing things a lot of time is fear. And some time ago, I started studying something. I have excuses, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm living with type 1 diabetes. I was living with depression and, anxiety disorder, which I'm still healing from. I'm still in the process of healing, anxiety disorder, getting triggers whenever and wherever. And for the fact that what kind of fly is this? Well, you're not going to stop my video today. For the fact that, you know, um, those things has been a lot of limitation. My guy is not easy living with a chronic illness, especially one like type 1 diabetes. I know there are worse out there, but it's not a competition basically. So, like, for me, it's not easy. But then I went to study, I had to now start studying that, for a while I kept eating, I kept myself eating, I kept myself indoors, and, I have an excuse for not going out, so valid excuse. But then I came to realize something that if I keep on giving these excuses, I will never fulfill purpose in my life. I will never do anything meaningful, And funny enough, the Holy Spirit just tends to be so invested in me that He will be giving me directions to do things and be like, why? Like, there is so much limitation. Why use me? There are other people that you could use that don't have such limitations. So basically, I started studying people, different people who have limitations. I started going through my chart of great people, who have done a lot, that have one chronic illness or the other, could be way worse than I have, similar. Of which one of them is the Jonas Brothers. If you know the Jonas Brothers, you ever watch Disney, I think you should know the Jonas Brothers. There is one of them. Is it Nick Jonas? I can't even remember his name, but basically, he's been living with type 1 diabetes for the longest of time. And yes, he lives in America. Yes, he has access to better healthcare system. But trust me, American healthcare system is not as perfect as we think it is too. Yeah, I said it. It's not as perfect as we think it is. When relating with other people living with type 1 diabetes, even outside the country, has taught me that. Well, so basically, and then there's also another great actress, I think an American actress who is living with, I think it's DID, and she acts with it, and it has been really, challenging, but then she has been able to make she has been able to take great steps and make a great journey, a very beautiful journey out of it. Who is talking in the background? So basically, as I asked myself that what is the difference between these people and other people who also had limitations but was not able to make anything of life, just sat down and failed. I mean, why is it that some succeed even with their limitations and others tend to fail? And the Holy Spirit will always look for opportunities to teach you. So one thing I came to realize was the thing of fear, allowing our limitations to limit us. You understand the English? So basically, I feel like everybody have a limitation in this life. Trust me, everybody do. My limitation is type 1 diabetes and anxiety and all that, but it will only be a limitation if I make it a limitation. Yes, it limits me from doing some kind of things, but it will only be a limitation to doing great things that God has destined me for if I let it be a limitation. I prayed for healing, and unfortunately, healing has not come the way I want it to come. Even though I'm in the process of healing, mental healing and all that. But one thing I have come to realize, and I've come to make changes and adjustments in my life for, is the fact that if I keep on looking at the problem, I will keep on locking myself in. I will keep on limiting myself, even in my mind. I will keep on not taking the step to challenge myself and accomplish great things, which those people who are doing great things now did. You know what they did? They had issues, they had problems, severe problems that were affecting their lives. But they said, you know what, I'm not going to let this be a limitation. I'm going to do great things. Even though, you can't control anxiety. I got a trigger yesterday when I went for clearance. I went for a meeting, a NIC meeting, and I got an anxiety attack all of a sudden, and I couldn't control it. Before I knew this, I got to understand this, I would live in so much regret and so much shame, like, oh my god, I just embarrassed myself in public. Oh my god, what kind of stupid anxiety is this? Oh my god, this, that. But yesterday, when it happened, when I came back and I settled down completely, I continued my journey, because I know that if I sit down to start being scared of something I cannot necessarily control, I would not make anything happen in life. So what do I need to do? Let the past be in the past. Let the things I cannot control stay on their own, and let me keep on moving. And with that, I can make great things happen. I'm doing a video. Chief, I'm making a video and you're disturbing me. So basically, I can't control it. It happened. I can take the step of healing, but while I'm healing, until the time that it totally diminishes, by God's grace, what am I doing? Am I letting it have a hold of my life, or am I taking the step to say, God, what do you want me to do? You know what? I have a limitation, but I know that since you sent me, there is grace available and I'm going to do it. And basically, that has helped me a lot, even when it comes to dealing with anxiety, because I don't have to hold on to the past or things I cannot control. I think what those things do us sometimes, they put us in a cage in our minds. Even though we may not be in a cage physically, they put us in a cage in our minds. So basically, yeah, I think indirectly, this is also let me remind you again. There is something God is putting in your heart, or you know that there is something you need to do, and you've put yourself in a box, in a cage. You've let fear cage you and prohibit you from doing it. This is a reminder for you to get up and move. Get up and do it. Get up and do it. There are great things are waiting for you. Trust me. And at the end of the day, God will be glorified. So, yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching my video. I love you guys so much. I miss you guys already, according to Jimmy Grace. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, if you want to. Bye.